Salutations, family. Welcome back to the Electric Leaf, where it is my goal to assist you in nourishing your mind, your body, and your chakras. Happy Monday. Okay, I hope that everybody out there is doing well. I wanted to come to you guys and do a quick Monday, a quick Monday magic. Hey, let's call it Monday magic, all right? Yes. Oh, yes. Let's call it Monday magic. So I'm going to do a quick Monday magic for you, which is basically just going to be a reading to assist you in shifting your perspective towards your highest and your greatest good. So I wanted to let you all know that I am still reading my book, How to Love a Black Man by Dr. Ron Elmore. I did see some other books as well that I think I may have enjoyed a little bit more than this one. And it's not to say that this one is bad. It's not a bad book. I'm not going to speak on it yet, all right? I want I want to come to you guys one day and speak to you all where I'm on camera, because I like that eye to eye, even though it ain't eye to eye. But at least I'll have my own eyes to reflect with. I've got some people that might want to talk about it as well. It's just a matter of schedule, because you know how it is when we get grown. We think we got time to do stuff, but we don't. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe we can go live. I don't know. I've never been live on my channel before. But maybe we can go live for this book, just for a couple of the discussions. But maybe y'all might see a video posted, because there is one that I want to talk about, and it's called The Ideal Black Man. And I would like to post a video on that. So maybe that'll come very soon if I have time. This rising, I want to give you guys some inspiration, some assistance. So let's see. Divine Mother and Father, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for our lives. Thank you for our help. Thank you for our health. Thank you for our strength. Thank you for our minds being right. Thank you for our minds being open to the fact that you, Most High, Divine Creator, being that you are omnipotent, omnipresent, we accept that you also reside within us. As we accept that residence, we also accept our divinity. We walk in love. We vibrate love. We are love. We are love. And we thank you for showing us ourselves every single moment. We thank you for the awareness. We thank you for the consciousness. In your name, Most High, Divine Mother and Father, so it is. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, family. So I'm going to tell you what came to me when I was saying that prayer. What came to me was the fact was my behavior this weekend. So, if you have ever in your life taken time to edify your spirit, okay, and I do suggest looking that word up, because I don't want you to just hear me and think you've heard me, but I want you to really get the message on the inside, so that it makes a difference in your life, in your week, right? This is a timeless message, but I do want it to be meaningful when you receive it, okay? So going through the process of edifying our spirit, our soul, whatever, however we want to, I would rather say soul, because I feel like the spirit is the untouchable, like, you know, but the soul, I kind of see that in the way that Dr. Miles Monroe taught it. I really resonate with that teaching, where the soul, he described it to be somewhat of an interface between physical and spirit, okay? So, and the soul kind of plays it kind of plays a lot of things. The soul plays a lot of roles in our lives. okay? Because the soul is where our intuition comes from, but our intuition is based on the experiences that we've already have. Our intuition is based on the things that we've already seen, and those things that we've seen and the experiences that we have had, we have consumed those things with either our eyes, our nose, our mouth, our ears, or our physical touch senses. Okay? So as we consume those experiences, those smells, those foods, those sounds, those words, right? Those things come into us and they go somewhere. They don't just go to our minds. They go into that very special place that I like to call the solar plexus. Once they're in that solar plexus, in that soul wheel, that wheel of energy, right? That is what our mind uses to get gut instincts, right? Gut instincts, gut feelings, all of that, right? Because the import center for most of the things that we consume is the solar plexus, okay? Now, I'm not going to get all into conscious consuming, but a lot of what we consume, it all goes to that solar plexus, all right? Eventually. So sometimes we have to take a moment to cleanse that space, to cleanse our soul, to recognize how we have been. Remember, we said in our prayer that our body, we invited the divine to come in and live. We accept the fact that the divine is omnipresent, that the Most High God is omnipotent, correct? God is great, God is good, God is omnipotent, God is omnipresent. Please look up these words, family, if you don't get them. And I'm saying that because I know my 13-year-old watches my videos sometimes, and I don't want her to just watch and say, "Mommy, I watched your video, I hit the like button." I don't want that. You know, I want her to get an understanding, okay? An understanding of what I'm saying, okay? Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. But ultimately, I want this time to be meaningful for you. If you're watching, baby, I want it to be meaningful for you because you're important to me and I love you. Don't just be listening to me because you love me. Okay? Listen with your heart, your soul, okay? But this is important because I realize that a lot of the experiences that I have been having where over these past few days, I realized that cleansing process where you take the time to cleanse what's in your soul, what's in your solar plexus, what's in your gut, right? Because that's what we can control. We can control what we're putting in our gut. We can control that. And so clearing that energy helps to clear up so much more, because the gut is the earth, it's the foundation of life for us, okay, while we're on the earthly plane. Gut health points to so many things. Gut health points to mental health. Gut health points to heart health. Gut health points to skin health, right? Gut health points to so many things, all right? So, let's get the messages. Okay, so as you clear that space, fasting, fruit feasting, juicing, whatever it is that you choose to do, if you can, I would love to be able to take a month or two off and just be away to myself. You know, I don't mind a family, but to myself, so that I could talk minimally, talk to myself mostly, and just take time away from the world, like kind of the way Yeshua did, right? So I tell you, I have been somewhat irate I laughed about that lately. I have been somewhat irate. If you watch my video, I'll try to link that video, because if you have been feeling irate, or if you ever feel like I get triggered or gaslighted easily, you should watch that video, okay? Because I went back and watched it. I was like, yeah, this is something that I really need to remember. I really need to remember that through all things, I should remember that I am love, I am light, I am God. How dare me respect the residents of God, right? I should be about my business, my Father's business of spreading love, right? It's not necessarily about you need to be this and do that and that and this and that and that and do this in order to do that. It's just more so of setting an example for others. But as we sit and go through these cleansing processes and cleansing rituals, fast, feasts, and water fast and juice fast and whatever it is that we're doing, we have to remember that it's not just about the food. Again, as I have always said, just because you go a certain amount of time without eating, it doesn't mean that you are using that time wisely. Meaning, now that you are not consuming in this way, your energy has been freed up for you to receive in a different way. So we understand that energy is something that we can't necessarily see, but we can feel. Living in the energy of feeling what it is that we want and receiving it and knowing it and getting our faith up and releasing the things that no longer serve us. But the thing about releasing the things that no longer serve us is that the things that no longer serve us, they tend to fight us. They make the cravings will go bananas when you try to eat nothing. When you go on a water fast, when you go on a fruit fast or fruit feast or a juice fast or whatever it is, the cravings are astronomical. They're out of this world. And so that's when a person has to, okay, here's the interface of the set. Here's the interface of the soul, okay? There's the interface of the soul, okay? And we'll say that this is the flesh. But as we clean ourselves, we'll say that this is the spirit, the higher self, the most high. This is God, right? We'll say that this part of us is God. But this part of us, when we submit ourselves, so we say no, this is the part we can control, the physical. We say no to our flesh, okay? Allowing our soul, allowing our higher self, allowing our spirit to supersede our nature, right? We're allowing our spirit to supersede here, because the spirit is always, the spirit is always good, right? But we're not listening to it. Sometimes we're not even in alignment with it. Put it like that. The soul and the flesh are just down here partying, having their fun. And the higher self is constantly and continuously, this is our spot though. The higher self is constantly and continuously pouring blessings out for us, but we have yet to align with it. So the part of us that we can control is this. So we align with our higher self. We align with the divine. And as this is the part of us that we can actually control. And the soul begins to cleanse itself and align itself as well. Because we can't directly manipulate and touch our soul. But what we can do is recognize the communication that takes place between the trinity of man, which is higher self, lower self, soul. Okay. So the alignment of that energy, what is needed now at this time, Divine Mother and Father, to align with that energy, the energy of you, the higher self, the higher self, the higher self. This is one of the larger ones, so it's harder for me to shuffle. I apologize about that. What is needed? What energy is needed right now? It's quite a bit. Wow, but that's interesting though. The GOAT, the Six of Pentacles, just reward, generosity, establishing boundaries. I'm going to tell you what I really see about the energy that's needed to align with self, with the higher self again. What I'm really seeing about this energy is I had one of my friends just wrote like this really interesting poem about the GOAT. And it was a story of perseverance. Okay, it was a story of perseverance, overcoming. It was a story of using what you have, using what's around you, even though it looks impossible. It's not. Goats are very interesting. I've seen these goats that climb on the side of these steep mountains just to lick the salt off the edges and to get to a higher elevation. And it looks dangerous. And some of these goats do fall to their death. Then you have other goats that live in trees. So what the energy that I'm getting from this, as far as aligning with our higher self, is elevation. Elevation. Using what you have, even though it looks very, very impossible. Use what you have to get where it is that you need to get. And don't manipulate in such a way where you just, all you want to do is get to the top, even if it means stepping on your best friends and your loved ones and things like that. No, that doesn't get it. It doesn't get it. Okay? So I'm getting a lot of Aries energy, Capricorn energy as well. So Aries, of course, we know that's very fiery, new beginnings, follow me, let's go, let's do this, right? This is I feel that that's the higher self saying, follow me, align with me. I'm infinite. I'm always the same. I'm consistent in my goodness and my glory. I want you to line up with me. The Capricorn energy, I'm seeing that as the initiative and the motivation and the determination and the self-discipline it takes in order to align with the higher self, because the soul is so tempting and so pleasing with all the things that we have put in there, with all the food and all the sex and all the movies and all the toys and all the foolishness that we have put into our soul, all the petty conversation, all the gossip, all the things, right? But we also have put some good things in there, right? We've had some times we meditated. We've had some quiet time. We've had some self-love time. We've had some moisturizing sessions, right? Nothing to me makes my mind say, like an extra long moisturizing session. And I know that sounds stupid, but I am 100% a believer in moisturizing and taking extra time to moisturize. That will lift your mood. After the GOAT comes the Three of Cups. All right, this is celebration. This is the Trinity coming together. This is higher self. This is soul. This is physical coming together in this alignment, where it's like, yes, I'm focused now. And you know how it is on those movies when all the planets align, magic happens, and it generates this energetic portal. That's what's happening as we align. I do recognize that some of us do need a deep cleanse. Then the Seven of Cups, dreams, deception, and determination. Remember that determination, that is what it takes to align with the higher self. And the snail, okay? So being patient with ourselves and recognizing that, oh, okay, yes, it might not be the easiest task. And these results are going to move like nature. You know how it is. You don't really notice that nature is really changing, but it changes every single day, even down to the plants that are around us. They are breathing, they are moving, they are changing every day. But it happens in such a way that's like watching paint dry, that you can't just sit there and watch it. You just kind of got to go on about your business and do what you came to do, right? Because you're going to waste a lot of time waiting to see the change. You just got to continue on with what it is that you're doing. And that's what I'm getting with this energy. It's like, don't waste your time staring at what it is that you think is supposed to be changing. Have faith and know that it is changing, and continue to be who you are. Continue to do what you do. Continue to cleanse yourself. Continue to see yourself, to be aware of yourself. Okay, continue to be aware of yourself. God gave me a very interesting message last night about awareness and consciousness. Okay, awareness and consciousness. Consciousness and awareness are also some definitions that if you look up, I feel that you would gain a deeper understanding of where you are in your spiritual journey and your walk. But the video that I shared last is also coming back to me, where it talks about shadow self, shadow box. Let's talk about it. There's a part in that video where I talk about how when there's an eclipse of the sun and we want to see it, that we are not able to just look directly at the sun. It'll kill our eyes, you know? So what we do is we use a shadow box. A shadow box, okay, to view what's actually taking place up there that our eyes are not able to fully receive. This is the same energy that I'm getting right here. Observe your shadow self. Don't keep staring into the light of the divine and thinking like, hey, where are you? Hey, where are you? Hey, where are you? Hey, where are you? Hey, what's changing? Hey, are you listening? Hey, did you get my prayer? Hey, hey. It's like, do your shadow work. I don't know where all this talk about shadow work is coming from, like, but it's important. Like, we all need to do our shadow work, man. Like, it's important. And shadow work is not, like, we watched Princess and the Frog last night, and I was like, wow, look at this. The shadow man's got friends on the other side. That ain't accurate, okay? That's not accurate. That is not how shadows act. Shadows are always attached to something that's in the 3D plane, okay? Anytime you're dealing with a shadow that you don't see any connection to in a 3D plane, that's unnatural energy. That's unnatural. That's not even shadow. That's not even a shadow then. If it's not attached to something that's in the 3D plane, So anyway, shadow work shouldn't be scary. Let's just say that. I don't have time to go all the way into it. And then look at this family. I wish I would have... Ace of Squirrel. I mean, I'm... the Ace of Squirrel. The Ace of Wands is the squirrel. And it's just so great that this Ace of Wands is a squirrel, because that's where my focus went when I first sat down today, was on a squirrel that was literally just sitting there. And it looked like he was watching to see when a safe time was to go across the street. And that was the focus, and that's where I was staring at him. He stayed there for a long time. But anyway, this is a great energy. Okay, this is a great energy to work with, to manifest with, the Ace of Wands, okay? But also remember that this can also represent a false start. So before you get ready to dash into the street or dash into your mission, you know, see, there's a different energy here. That's why I think slow is best, so that you can take the time to be aware of yourself and aware of your environment and your surroundings, okay? Be careful with this Ace of Wands, okay? Because right underneath it is the Tasmanian Devil with the Five of Wands. Conflict, hiding the truth, competition, all right? So being real with yourself in this climb. Like, what is it that you really want? Don't just say that, oh, this is what I want, and this is what I want, and this is what I don't want, okay? Because honestly, the more honest you are with yourself, the more honest you'll be able to, the more honesty you'll receive, and the more you'll be able to see other people, okay? I want to pull one from my own deck. Thank you, Divine Mother and Father. What messages do you have from this deck that I have created? I was getting a vibe of a 4-leaf clover, but that was because of something that happened yesterday. So happiness, just being happy. And at the bottom of the deck is divinely orchestrated drama. So that means that some things are going to feel intense. Some things are going to feel like, why is this happening? But honestly, it's okay. Yes, self-love, more love, evil spirit, eagle spirit. I see the salt here that literally goes with the goat, okay? Happiness over everything, yes. Happiness over, you see, happiness over everything. So this divinely orchestrated chaos or drama is divine. God is in control. Divine source is in control. It's a part of the divine plan. How you respond to it is going to make a difference in the path that you take to get to this. Okay? For work and career, Divine Mother and Father. Work and career and those seeking to start their own business. What advice? Work and career. Work and career. Cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. There is no need to compete, as there is an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. Yes, so I'm getting that energy, going back into the energy of jealousy and feeling alone and feeling like you're the only one there. But that's not true, because God is your source, okay? And we are all one. So what God can do for one, God can do for you as well. And advice for those in romantic partnerships. If any of the cards come out reversed, my girls did read my energy this weekend, so I'm not taking any reversals. Wow, that's a lot, and I'm going to give it to you. So, trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Remember, we talked about faith. We talked about trust. We talked about that energy of engaging our faith. Engagement. Engage your faith. Yes, that's what I'm getting. But for romance, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So I'm seeing that divinely orchestrated drama and chaos. It could be playing a role in your relationship. Ooh, I love this card. I gotta put that there. It could be some drama, some energy that's making you feel uncomfortable, but that's okay. Let's clarify. Let's clarify that. For engagement, Divine Mother and Father, can you please clarify for the viewer? Yeah, exactly. Like I said, you see this, the Ten of Swords, ruin. So there's going to be there could be that divinely orchestrated drama and pain and mental anguish, but the situation is asking you to have faith and to trust. So maybe it might not be the best idea to accuse and fuss and yell and scream. Maybe the best idea would be to go within self and to really think about what causes those feelings to come up, because I'm seeing the King of Swords here as well. And I guess that would be some super duper advice for many of us. All right, so let's go over the rest of these cards very soon. Yeah, you won't even be there long. You won't even know what's going on. Forgiving and learning and release your ex. Yeah, so with the mental anguish, I'm feeling that maybe the mental anguish can be coming from previous experiences that have taken place. So the cleansing of your soul as well, and that area of love, and the area of relationships, and the area of receiving your divine soulmate, who it is that the divine has for you, okay? And receiving that, you have to clear out the space for that. So energetically, it seems like there's a person from the past that's energetically holding space, okay, negatively holding space in your life, because that's almost like holding on to, especially if it's somebody that you don't talk to anymore, or that the relationship has evolved into a friendship or into a distant acquaintance. You know, why are you still holding that type of intimate space for that person? They're not there. They don't call you. They don't come and see you. When people pass, they don't check on you. They don't even know if you're alive every day. They don't care. Now, and I hate to say that, but if that is the situation, because that's really what's coming to my mind, like if that is the situation where the person is not, they don't care for you like that. They can say that they do when they call, but if they don't on a day-to-day basis want you to be a part of their life, then you can love from a distance. Like you don't have to love that person so in such a way where you don't live your life. Please clarify this. Release your ex, Divine Mother and Father. Yeah, see, it's like you're on a hamster wheel of energy with this zombie. That's the energy that I'm seeing. Like, it's like zombie energy. And also the card that keeps on, like, every time I split open the deck, every time I just crack open the deck, I'm seeing this card where it says, being single has been good for me because it has always allowed me to be my whole self. You know, it's important that you recognize that if you're putting in all this work, you might not be going anywhere, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have divinity. I am that I am that. I am that I am. So recognizing who you truly are, seeing yourself for who you are. I really think that a cleanse like a fruit feast or a juice or intermittent window that you actually stick to with praying, that's important. Okay, underneath that you got the orca spirit. Orca, they are beautiful. We all want to think about Free Willy, but orcas are killers. Orcas will kill a whale. Orcas kill. They're killers, and they kill for fun. I'm seeing that past energy, that past energy is really doing you no good. I can't say that person because I don't know them, right? I don't know you, right? I'm only channeling, but I am channeling this energy. And what I'm feeling is the divine telling me that if there is a situation that you're holding on to just because you know that you are love, and just because you know that you are giving out nothing but love, and you're thinking that that situation, you're banking on that specific situation to give you a return, and you're expecting it, that you need to turn your eyes away from that and go more internal. Turn your eyes onto self, what it is that you give, what it is that you do, who you truly are. What is that past life relationship trying to reflect to you about you? Have love and compassion for it and release it. You know, because sometimes if you love something, you can just let it go. And if it's yours, it will come back to you. Please clarify the past life relationships, Divine Mother and Father. Because on the hamster wheel with a past love, ooh, that's a lot. You see, focus came out in the reverse. Focus came out in the reverse. But I'm not taking any reversals. Look, sex with the Ankh, protection, and Model X. That is a lot of cards, family. And it came out to clarify the past life relationship. Okay, this Model X card, this is a card that the energy of it is back up on my boots. I can't think of but it is Janae Aiko. And I cannot think of that song. Back up on my boots. I can't think of the name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, for this to clarify the past life relationship, oh my goodness, it doesn't get any more clear than that. And like one of the readings that I did before, it spoke so strongly about this energy, but I didn't want to get too far into it. So now we're back to this again. Protect yourself. Don't just wear your crystals and say that you're protected. Don't just put in your yoni egg and say that you're protected, because you see the type of protection that this card is specifically calling to. And you see also this. You see the face that's out in comparison to this. This face is you merging with the divine source, with the Most High God. This is you focusing on yourself. This is you eating your fruit. Look at what flipped over. This is you eating your fruit. This is you minding your business. This is you drinking your water. This is you being happy. Right? This is you being happy. Okay? But this energy over here, that's the energy of somebody lying, somebody cheating, somebody living a life like Model X flex. Like they live to flex. They like to be flashy. They like to make a lot of noise. They like to be seen. Okay? They might even like to be seen in the public eye as some type of person who you know, who does a lot in the community. Like, they might be big pimping out, well, I'm not gonna say big pimping on the low, but in the public eye, they might look like a teacher or a master or a shaman or anything. But you know that you need to protect your energy with this person because they don't respect the 3D plane. It's so many people, it's so many of us out here that we give so much focus on the spirit, but then we don't put the correct protection on our physical body. Because remember that the physical body is the home of the divine. Remember, that was established at the beginning. Sacred energetic exchange with the Ankh, protecting the womb space, doing what it is that you need to do that is your part, right? Because we all play a role in the protection and the sacredness of this womb space. But we ain't really treating it like womb space, like a sacred divine energy, right? Not when you can just go on YouTube, basically, and see somebody pussy popping, okay? Because it's not even really an energy of pussy power, which is respectful more so. And I apologize for those of you who don't like that word. But a lot of women are taking back power over that word, okay? You can't tell me not to say pussy. You can't tell me that. Like, I'm really getting a really protective energy. Like, it's different. It's like, don't tell me what to do with my body. I'm going to protect my body. You know, some of y'all need to really get up on this edification of your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, right? Because the real flex is you being there for you. The real flex is cooperating with the energies that are coming into your life versus competing with them. That's the real flex. Look, something fell on the floor. But look, after I said that's the real flex, that's crystal clear. So yes, you definitely need your stones. You need your crystals. Herbs and crystals. Come on, family. Look at this. Herbs and crystals. Magnums and condoms and crystals. Herbs and crystals. Okay, listen, family. Protect yourselves. Protect ourselves, right? Protect us, because we're all connected to this divine womb. Focus on what it is that you truly want. And the vibe of some of us do need some herbs, though. Some of us do need some herbs to get up on your herbs. You see, you are the salt of the earth. And you see the color scheme is very similar. I'm feeling like focus on this climb. Focus on this climb on the side of the mountain. Focus more on that instead of focusing on, you know, anything past people who don't love you. And it's not that they don't want to love you, like, oh, they're just evil. It's just that they don't love themselves. So we can have compassion in that space and knowing. And I don't like that the reading is going longer, but I have to be obedient in this space because there's another deck that I'm being called to use right now. If you're still here, put that little crystal in the box, or let me know, like, what herbs are you using? What do you want to share with us from this deck? What do you want to share? What's your message? Ooh, yes, exploration. So and look, again with the protection, family. This is no joke. Like, protect your energy, protect your body, protect your mind. Edify your physical vessel. What is this? Yes, illusion and the dark night of the soul. So some of us out here are still experiencing that dark night energy, and that's okay. Just stay watching this channel, because I went through it and I feel like I came out of it victoriously. Okay? I feel that I came out of it victoriously. So protection and explore. Protection doesn't really need an explanation. Protection doesn't need an explanation. Okay, but this exploration, I do want to read that to you all. A little taste of it, just to make sure that I'm giving you all the right vibes. So first of all, the card is a number 13. Explore new territory. Create your own path with purpose. That's the GOAT. Okay, that's the GOAT. And it says, be brave. Exploring new ground and territory is essential to moving forward. Once we overcome our fear of the unknown, we often find the journey towards our new destination is rewarding and filled with personal growth, while exploration of the soul is required to move through the next phase of your life. Travel is also a main feature now. Yes, did you hear that? Exploration of the soul. So all this energy is about aligning with our higher self and allow our soul to be more of assistance to us with our intuition. So exploring our soul, looking within ourselves to see what have we put there through experiences, through consuming consciously and unconsciously, right? What did we put there? What was given to us to put there? What programs are playing? Exploring that, exploring our belief systems and clearing that space through the mind-altering experience of fasting or fruit feasting, whatever. But changing the way we consume physically with intention in order to align with our higher self. And the affirmation for this is, I am brave and courageous as I tread my new path with ease and security. That's beautiful right there. Now I'm going to pull an oracle card. What energy is assisting us right now? Or, you know what? I want to pull an animal oracle. Thank you, Divine Mother Father. What energy do you want to leave us with, Most High God? What energy do you want to leave us with? Oh my goodness, family. Protection, protection, protection. Protection, protection, protection. Okay? Like, because the bottom of the deck is this ill, masculinity, virility, and flexibility, it's both ways around. You know, men, remember, your womb is sacred too. Remember that both men and women play this part in helping to protect the divine womb. But that is something else that this armadillo comes out, and one of the main themes coming out is protection. Okay, because this is the energy that the Most High wants to leave us with. It's protection. Protection, impenetrable defense, caution. Look, wow, raw power, Tyrannosaurus Rex, alchemy, raw power, base chakra. You know, and I'll share this. I had a dream about the dinosaurs, and I had a dream that they don't look like that at all. They don't look like that at all. Like, I had a dream that these dinosaurs were more furry, more feathery, some of them. So, yeah, just because of that, I'm feeling like some of you all need to see who you truly are. Don't allow anybody else to tell you who you are. Don't allow anybody else to tell you who you are, what you're not, what you can and cannot accomplish. Don't let somebody else paint the picture of you. You paint it. And then the last, I gotta Google. Okay, I gotta Google. A capybara. What is that? Selectiveness, group bonds, and sway. Selectiveness, family. Selectiveness. And on the floor fell blue heron, diplomacy, peacemaking, positive omens. This is all going right back again with the energy that the reading brought us, right? Group bonds is really sticking out with this cooperation instead of competition. And the last energy, wow. A lot of cards are coming out. I said past life. This situation involves your past life memories. Then we have divine passion, inner goddess with Pele and Aphrodite. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? True desire. Do you want to stay on the hamster wheel? No. Go within. Look at the goddess that is within you. Remember, God lives within you. Right? We have to remember both parts of the divine, which is masculine and feminine. The feminine energy moves like nature, like that snail energy, okay? So be very patient with yourself, because prosperity is coming. And look, there again, we got the energy of crystals coming through again. Wear your crystals, wear your, do your spiritual practices that you need as far as crystals, baths, yoni eggs, yoni steam. Men, make sure that you are wearing your crystals. Make sure that you are also meditating with your crystals, thinking deeper about things than you may have been thinking about it before. Go a little deeper, but protect yourself. Protect yourself. Don't be mistrustful to the point where you're not about your business, like you know that you came to this plane to do, okay? But be aware, okay? Be aware. Focus more so on the inner goddess within you than you're focusing on the conflicting energies or environment around you, okay? That is how you protect yourself. You protect yourself with the divine light energy of pure unconditional love of self, and then that flows out into how you interact with everyone and everything. That's the true protection. But make sure this week for sure, specifically, that you wear your crystals and that you stay in your highest mind. Don't just put your crystals on, but actually clean them, sage them, smudge them, whatever you got to do. Put them on with intention, maybe an essential oil, so that every time you get a whiff of that oil, that your mind goes back to the intentions that you set with your stones, okay? Protection, family. So anyway, I'm being a little bit loquacious. So until next time, family, continue to vibrate love and vibrate well. Peace.